Hello, church. I hope and pray you're having a blessed day. Thank you for being here to join us today as we enjoy a time of scripture thought. And today I want to talk about Joshua 1:8, but I will actually be discussing Joshua 1:7 and 8, just for a little bit of the broader context. But Joshua 1:7 and 8 state this: Only be strong and very courageous, being careful to do according to all the law that Moses my servant commanded you. Do not turn from it to the right hand or to the left, that you may have good success wherever you go. Verse 8 continues: This book of the law shall not depart from your mouth, but you shall meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do according to all that is written in it. For then you will make your way prosperous, and then you will have good success. The context of this discussion between Joshua and the Lord is that Moses is dead. He's gone. Joshua is preparing the people to go into the promised land. Joshua needs encouragement at this time, and the Lord comes to him and tells him this: be strong, be courageous. Those are the ones that we talk about a lot, right? We see those verses quoted, and it's like, be strong and courageous, for the Lord your God is with you, right? And be careful, right? Carefully follow the law, understand it, know it, obey it, right? In the context of this time period of Israel, is that the law, the Mosaic promise, right, is that they would take the land and keep the land. That that is a commandment for Israel at this time period, to not turn away from it this way or that way, but to keep it. Don't depart from it, because it will make your way prosperous. And as Deuteronomy talks about, Moses says, if you forsake it, you're going to be exiled. Like, this is what's going to prosper you. This is the commandments of the time, of the dispensation, so to say, that God works and interacts with man in different ways, and that this time period, this dispensation between Israel and the Lord, that is very much real and still a part, and will be reawoken in the time of the Great Tribulation. And still, even how people deal with Israel today, and if we bless them, we will be blessed. If we curse them, we will be cursed. Those are parts of this is part of the conditional covenant of Israel keeping the land. The unconditional part is that they are the apple of God's eye, and that he will fulfill their covenant, his covenant to them. If we're going on a journey, on a trip, then we need to know where we are going and how we are going to get there. We need a map, right? We need map, we need food, we need a tank of gas, maybe money to ensure that we get more tanks of gas on the way, depending on how far we're going. But we also need to know where we're going to stay when we get there, to have a plan. The law is like a roadmap to who God is and how we are to know him, and how can we know him if we only read half of that map? How are we going to know if we only read half of or prepare for half of what we're going for on this journey, hoping just to get there? We need to know the whole of it. And this passage really reminded me of 2 Timothy 3:16 and 17, which Paul tells Timothy this: all scripture is breathed out by God and is profitable for teaching, for reproof, for correction, and for training in righteousness, that the man of God may be complete, equipped for every good work. We may not enjoy certain portions of Scripture. There's not very many people that sit down daily and read Numbers, Deuteronomy, and Leviticus, or even the genealogies, right? I genealogies aren't the funnest thing, but the genealogies found in Scripture show us the amazing faithfulness of God through the generations, of keeping his promise, of bringing the Messiah. We see from Genesis that he is the offspring of the woman. We see from Genesis as well that he is of the people of Abraham. We see from Samuel that Second Samuel, that he is from the line of David, and we see all the way back in Genesis that he is from the tribe of Judah, that the scepter will never depart. We need to understand that all of Scripture has meaning, and if we find ourselves stuck, there's a lot of helpful overviews available online, and I'd like to suggest the Bible from 30,000 Feet by Skip Heitzig. And as we seek to see that all Scripture is profitable, may we clearly understand what we can understand, right? But may we apply what we clearly understand. There's what I'm going for, and aim to please Jesus in the here and now. Oh, church, I pray that you have a blessed day. Thank you for joining us here today.